them up. Lord, put them up, child. Put them up. Y'all can hear me. Put them up on it so we can get this on out the way. This chat call out the way. Give them thumbs up if you can hear me. You're not gonna do nothing to y'all. Y'all let me know. Thumbs up, people. Where we at? Lord, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Hold on. All right, thank you. Let me get this out the way. All right, what's good with it? True Strong, Purple, T-Bam, Tears, Indigo, Debosky. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so before I get into oh, Lord, what's good with it, Tears? What's good with it?
What's up, y'all? Hey, everybody. Hey, chat. I'm just confused. I'm trying to understand, how did this bald-headed bitch get into this? Who invited one pap stanky pussy ass to get into anything? Because we been giving her pass. We been seeing her shading us. She's been talking shit. Bitch, you don't tell me what the fuck to say on my shit or anywhere if somebody mentions you. I don't have respect for you. I don't fuck with you. And so if anybody got something to say about you, they can fucking say it, bitch. Fuck you. I don't have to call you and discuss anything. I don't fucking give a fuck about you, bitch. We been giving you passes. We been seeing you in that dead bitches chat talking shit about us. We been seeing you talking shit and ain't nobody even mention you. So when did somebody mention you? Don't nobody give a fuck about you. It was mentioned that you're a crackhead because you are a crackhead. You show that you have crackhead fucking tendencies. What the fuck is wrong with you? Then the other day you lied and said Larry said that Don Russell came to his house and ate with him. Why are you fucking lie so much? We've been hearing you trying to bait us, and we've been ignoring you. You are nobody. Nobody gives a fuck about you. So why the fuck would I give a fuck what anybody say about you? Why the fuck would I call you and discuss anything with you? Fuck you, bitch. The fuck? I'm confused. And then I'm a puppy, bitch. You don't fucking know me, ho. You don't know me. And I don't remember nobody bringing up your name last night. So why are you hopping on a bandwagon because you don't like truth? That is your problem. You don't like the truth. So you hopping your ugly ass on the fucking bandwagon. Okay? So the truth can furthermore tell the truth about your crackhead ass. You forgot that she knew the crackheads that you used to do crack with. Okay, that's when you shut up. That's how that argument ended between you and the truth. When she mentioned your crackhead ways back in the day. That's why you're missing your bottom teeth, bitch. Leave us the fuck alone. We ignore you. We feel sorry for you. I don't know why that bitch fucking with me, ho. Leave me the fuck alone.
Ooh. Well, let me put my disclaimer out. Okay. Before anybody bring me into some shit, okay, I don't provide security over here. So I don't govern really too much what people say. Y'all already know that. So, hey, I don't tell nobody what to do on their channel, and no one going to tell us what to do over here.
Exactly.
So,
Come on.
I just want to get that on out the way. So I don't want nobody saying somebody said something about them, and I'm not even responding to no bullshit or whatever. I'm just going. My title says what I'm going to talk about. Now, this other extra bullshit, I don't know what was said or what have you, but trying to tell you, don't take that much of me. I'm trying to be nice, okay? But honey,
And
Uh,
then there's a ghost in the chat speaking on me. I thought this ghost was leaving the R. Kelly sector and he keeps speaking on me. How do I look for any beef when y'all motherfuckers come at me? Okay? Y'all, just like you are in that chat, you bitch ass nigga, you came at me first. You been fucking with me first, you bitch ass nigga. I ain't never seen a bitch ass nigga that claim he a motherfucking vice lord on the motherfucking internet snitching like a bitch. I ain't seen no bitch like that before, nigga. I ain't seen no bitch ass nigga like that before ever in my motherfucking life. So you confuse me, bitch. So I ain't ever speaking on you no more because you are a bitch. I feel sorry for you. Helmet head motherfucker. Leave me the fuck alone, you bitch ass nigga. Go get a job, motherfucker, in the real life. How you say you leaving the sector and you stay haunting it? You can't stay away, bitch. Get a motherfucking life, hoe. Miserable motherfucker. Fucking bacteria, dick ass motherfucker. You worry about the wrong motherfucking shit. Worry about go get motherfucking circumcised. Worry about motherfucking what you gonna do in the next motherfucking 5 years. You ain't even got a 401k. You got shit to fall back in life but your motherfucking bitches.
I can't
You
tell you
you
shit about yourself because
you
I don't
waiting
give
for
a
a
fuck to know
motherfucking
you.
paycheck.
Look
You
how you
waiting for the
repeat
bitches
everything
paycheck.
about
You
somebody
waiting,
you
nigga.
don't
I
know,
am not
like it's
trying to
true.
argue and go back and forth with you.
Speak
I
it
feel
loud. Get loud as you want to.
you can't stop speaking
Get
on
as
me.
loud as
You
you want
can't
to.
stop speaking on me.
Get
You
as
are
loud as
fucking
you want to.
obsessed. You
You a
are fucking
clown.
obsessed with me. You
You a
ugly
whole
ass
clown.
bitch ass bum
You
ass
are a
nigga.
whole
You
clown.
can't fuck with a
You
bitch like
repeat
me.
stuff
That's your
you hear
problem.
about
You
people like
ugly,
it's true.
ugly ass bitch.
And you
And
run around
you a
YouTube
dirty
acting like you
bitch.
really looking for
Dirty
beef.
ass motherfucker.
You worried about me. I don't know nothing about you. I can't come on here and tell you what you make a week, what I heard about you, what I think about you, because I don't give a fuck to know shit. You sit around YouTube listening to what people say about people, then repeat the shit like you know it to be a fact, meaning you don't have no integrity. You get on here running around looking for beef, disrespecting me as a man, but the first time I call you a little dog head, flat booty bitch, you want to run on YouTube and talk about somebody harassing you. Like I said, out of the R. Kelly sector, yeah, but out of the R. Kelly fight, never. Fuck is you talking about, Goofy? Why is you still here? R. Kelly locked up. R. Kelly locked up. You run through YouTube looking for beef till a motherfucker find your ass and give you the beef you looking for. Put your address out there. Put your house up there. Put your kids up there. All because you looking for that shit. You looking for it. But when you get it, you gonna play a victim. Same way you up here. You bitch ass nigga. You bitch ass nigga. You a bitch ass nigga. Soon as I get up here and call you one dog head bitch, you gon' I'm a woman. All you do is disrespect women. All you sit it down. Sit it down. You're pitiful. You sit up here and talk all this, how much maturity you got, how you got degrees. Ain't nothing classy about you. Ain't nothing classy about you. You be so concerned about T-Baby and she carry herself with way more class than you. You a foul mouth, trout mouth bitch. And that's just real. And I say that because you running around the internet just looking for beef. You all in Larry beef. You speaking for his family like he don't got a wife. You all in motherfucking somebody else beef. You all in my Dino, what it look like. You all in my wallet, how much I make a week, where I work at, if I work, and what I do, and who I'm living with, and who I'm living off of. All that's a concern to you. I would never respond with, oh, you only got this, and you only do that, and you only, because I ain't into that. I don't give a fuck what you do. You from the cornfields. You a proper speaking English motherfucker getting on the internet acting ratchet as hell. You know your mama ain't raised you like that. You know your mama ain't raised you like that. You ain't come from no fucking hood. You a fucking been milking cows all your life. Hard working, two parents in the house. Ain't never had to go through no hard times. Ain't never had to struggle for shit. Getting on here acting like you cut from the cloth of the struggle out of the streets. Ain't nothing street about you. Stop looking for beef. All I'm saying is advice. I done been through the beef. I know what it's like. You acting like you want some beef to a motherfucker find your ass. Real shit. And you can You can investigate the Dino, what you think it looked like, if it's circumcised, is it not circumcised, who I'm with, if I'm beating them, if I'm not beating them, what my criminal background is, how many times. I don't give a fuck to go and look on nothing on you. Nothing. And if you're going to disrespect me, the moment I disrespect you, don't play that I'm a woman card. Oh, I'm a woman. Why you? I was just 45 bitches. Larry doing this time. You the motherfucker on the internet throwing his name all out here. You the motherfucker on the internet running his name into beef. Shut the fuck up. You don't speak for that man. Let his wife speak for him. His name wouldn't even be in this shit on the internet if you weren't slinging it out here. Only reason you slinging the shit out here because you want to build a YouTube channel. You want to find some beef to be relevant so somebody find your ass. Real shit. And I only jumped on here to say, if you gonna beef with somebody, don't be repeating some shit you heard unless you know it to be a fact. If you don't know that shit to be a fact and you just repeating some shit you heard like it's factual, you a gossiping ass bitch. You be on here talking shit like it's factual. Some shit you heard somebody else say. If I'm mad at somebody, I get on here and say all kind of shit about them. They fucked the tiger. They sucked the dog dick. You gonna go live if you mad at that person. Yeah, you was sucking the dog dick. I already heard about you. You don't have no integrity to be like, well, I know that wasn't true. You just a foul ass person. All I'm saying is your mama ain't raised you like that, and the way you getting on the internet, you ain't built like that. So if you gonna do commentary, fuck R. Kelly, all that shit, do that. That's what you do. You entitled to that. But getting on here acting like you really want some beef, you don't want no beef. The first time I disrespected you, you talked about you going to get a police report for harassment. You on here calling me a snitch, bitch. I got 5 fucking felonies. I ain't never been a fucking snitch. I ain't never wrote no piece of paperwork, but I can use my platform and utilize the people that support me to do exactly that. At any given time. And any time that I feel like making a police report, I go in the police station and make a police report because I'm a taxpaying citizen, not no thug standing on a motherfucking street corner. Bitch, I raise my kids. Do their homework. Put them on the school buses. You sitting up here trying to talk to me like I'm less than a man. Bitch, I'm not your man. I ain't got to measure up to you. If you gonna talk to me about the topic. Stop talking to me like I need to measure up to you like I filled out a dating application. Bitch, I ain't tried to fucking fill out no dating application for you. So why the fuck is you trying to measure my accomplishments? You the same bitch jumped on the fucking live talking about what's your 3-year goal? What's your 5-year goal? For what, bitch? I don't lay down with you. You don't need to know my 5-year, 3-year, none of that. You don't need to know my goals. Just know my opinion. My opinion is you a motherfucking trout mouth, shit star, looking for drama, less low class, country feel, flat bunction, strong in the gym, no life, running around buffaloes, smelling like dog shit. That's my opinion of you. Now, is my opinion of you factual? Probably 50% of it, but I ain't gonna get on somebody else shit and tell them that's what I know about you when that ain't what I know. That ain't what I know. You be running around talking about people like you actually know them. That's what make you foul to me. You ain't never met me a day in your motherfucking life getting on here talking about how much money I make a week and I need to get a job. Bitch, I work all the fucking time. I've been working way before. From warehouses to trucks to in my own shit. You don't know a motherfucking thing about me. Nothing. You still on the internet trying to figure out if my dick circumcised or not. Like that's a key of yours. Who the fuck wonder about some shit like that? You. Stop slinging Larry's name across the motherfucking internet, throwing that nigga in the beast and all that other goofy ass shit that you been doing. That's all you been doing is stirring the pot so you can tell them, hey, when you was gone, I was holding you down so you can look relevant. Who holding his kids down? His wife. Sit your flat ass down. You a flat, jaw jacking, looking for drama. You know, a motherfucker find that little apartment. Find that car you drive. Find out where you work at. You think this shit a joke. You on here running down the street like you want to run to that dead end road. That shit can happen. Then all that capping you be on here talking about,
What?
I'm getting a police report.
Debo.
He harassed me. He harassed me.
Debo.
How I harass
Debo.
you by calling you a bitch? You just called me 45 bitches. You on the internet talking about my sex life, my dick, where I live.
Over what?
What
The
you
threats
talking about?
over what? What's the threats about, Debo?
What threats?
You said that you can find a car and all of that. What's
I'm just
that
saying,
about?
when you go into this, I want to beef with you. I want to beef. I want to beef. Do you know what come with beefing on the internet? What come with beefing on the internet? Motherfucker finding your house, finding your place of business, posting that shit. That's what come behind beefing. So if that's what you want, just keep on playing that beef shit on YouTube. But don't play the victim when it come your way, because I'm giving you advice. This ain't no threat. This advice for a dumb bitch playing like she want to be in the position that she gonna find herself in. Real shit. Running around the internet disrespecting people like motherfuckers won't disrespect you. And as soon as motherfucker responded to you, you was talking about you going to get a police report, somebody harassing you. Bitch, I ain't never contacted you a day in my motherfucking life. And if you make a motherfucking YouTube video, me as a motherfucking patron of YouTube, I'll comment on that shit. Fuck is you talking about? Yeah, man, I don't respect nobody running around. If you gonna say something about a motherfucker, say, I don't know, I heard this. You run around saying shit about people like you actually know that shit, man. You a gossiping motherfucker. And gossiping motherfuckers wind up in fucked up situations, man. Real shit.
Don't most of the people around here do that, say shit that they don't even know.
And look at it, and look at the situations they done found themselves in. She ain't found herself in that situation, but she been running around here doing that shit. So don't play the victim when you been. All I'm saying is if you keep going at the route you going, when it come your way, don't play no victim. I was just 45 bitches. T-baby stupid. Motherfucking, I live off my white baby mama. I'm broke, I'm this, I'm that. Now, when I come with who you really are and what you really do to find out who you is, like you think you know who I am, don't be talking about, oh, he harassing me. Bitch, you done made live after live after live after live about me. Even talking underneath my motherfucking clothes. Even asking me what my 5-year plan is, like I lay down with you. You a foul trout mouth bitch. And a gossiping ass bitch. And you on Larry Dick when that's a married man speaking for that man like you taking care of his family. You ain't taking care of his family. His wife taking care of his family. You out here slinging his name on YouTube. You slinging it. You sling that nigga name around YouTube every day like you fucking that nigga. Like you married to that nigga. His wife got more class than you. His wife got more class than you. No matter what a motherfucker say about him. You don't see her coming out here responding to that goofy ass shit. You don't see T-Baby doing it. But your goofy ass do it because you a low class ass, bottom feeder drummer looking ass bitch. And when you find a drummer that you looking for, you gonna play a fucking victim. You gonna play the victim. But you rah 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 right now. You all rah rah rah. Don't be the victim when you find that somebody will rah 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 your ass right back. Real shit. That's all I had to say.
Debo, do
Yes.
you think that, like, if she don't say anything about you, you won't say nothing about her?
Man, this lady go on anybody page that's talking about me and go around saying the same shit. Oh yeah, he abused this person. He ain't circumcised. He this, that, this. I ain't never seen this lady a day in my motherfucking life.
What other page she been
She
on?
on NYOB writing on his comments. Anybody that make a video negative about Deboski, anybody that's make a negative video about me, she right there talking about me. You low key trying to build a channel on a nigga, bitch. Your last 10 videos been about me. That's a fact. That's a fact. And I'm going to tell you something about you motherfuckers that be putting my mug shot up, all that shit. I'm in the process of getting all my shit copyrighted. And I'm going to strike you niggas pages, all y'all pages. Real shit. Real shit, bitch. You ain't building no page off me. Build a page off. Then you be talking about, what have you did for Chicago? What have you did for Chicago, bitch? I done motherfucking march. I done motherfucking gave book bags. I done did stop the violence. I done met with the mayor. I'm in my motherfucking 30s. I'm taking care of my motherfucking kids. That's what the fuck I'm doing. What is you doing? Since you a motherfucker that want to be an advocate. I don't want to be an advocate. I'm an advocate for my opinion. That's all. That's it. You the motherfucker want to be an advocate. Show us your motherfucking resume of being an advocate. Your advocate resume is only on YouTube. Adding up my motherfucking pockets. Show me how much money you making training a motherfucker in the gym. Show me. Show me. You say you got 2 motherfucking college degrees. Show me that you make $100,000 a year. Show me. Otherwise, you got 2 motherfucking loans from the motherfucking government that you're going to be paying off till you about 50 years old. Real shit. Dumb bitch. Motherfucker be talking like D-Boski ain't been to college. D-Boski can read. D-Boski got a motherfucking GED. D-Boski take care of his family. D-Boski is a working man. You can pay me as whatever you want to pay me on YouTube. You don't fucking know me. The problem is when you act like what you saying, you believe that shit. And when you acting like you believe that shit, that just make me want to just really show you who you are while you trying to judge somebody else. Because a motherfucker could find you and give you what you looking for. Beef, drama, all that shit that you looking for. You just on here, rah, 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 bitch, bitch, bitch. Bitch. Yeah, that's how she was talking. Just a foul trap motherfucker.
I don't know if she said, I don't know. I ain't in it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, she rah, rah, rah to a motherfucker respond. Then she get harassed. Then she don't know. Lady, you can't tell me, oh, I thought you was leaving R. Kelly sector. Bitch, I am the sector. I am the sector. 80% of these motherfuckers in this sector, who they videos about? D-Boski, the enterprise. I am the sector. I am the motherfucking sector. Fuck is you talking about? The sector I left is the crabs. Motherfuckers who want to know am I circumcised or not? Like you. Motherfuckers want to know who I'm fucking. Motherfuckers who want to know how much money I make. That's the sector I left. Yeah, that's the sector I left. Catch me in the sector of men's rights, due process for all people, stopping injustice. Catch me in that sector. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with it. And it's still free R. Kelly. How the fuck you think R. Kelly Jr. gonna walk away when I told R. Kelly himself I'm gonna be here for the duration? Goofy mob. And I ain't got nothing to prove to you. Why is you worried about if I'm in the sector or not in the sector? What sector is you in? Because all you do is float around R. Kelly supporter pages. What sector you in? You float around every R. Kelly supporter group, every R. Kelly supporter page. What y'all doing? Y'all not helping R. Kelly? Because if y'all was helping R. Kelly, y'all should do this, and you should do this, and you should do this. You might as well just go ahead and be a supporter then. Straight up and down. You follow every R. Kelly fucking support group page. Every time motherfuckers get off track, you coming with the advice on how we could help R. Kelly or what we should do to help R. Kelly. You might as well just go ahead and say you on this side. I just shut the fuck up.
Everybody do that, Debo.
Yeah, everybody do that, but at some point in time, if you not on this side, you shouldn't be trying to tell us what the fuck to do. If we want to kill each other, call each other bitches, man, look, I swear to God, if you're not on Team R. Kelly, if you're not on Team R. Kelly, your word don't mean shit over here. Keep that shit over there. You want to have a conversation about the topic, we can have a conversation.
I can say what I want to say. I ain't on
yeah, you can say what you want to say. But why would you be following R. Kelly pages?
And I'm not asking nobody to take my advice. And here's the thing. I don't have a client that's locked up either. That's the difference.
I'm going to tell you this. I ain't going to follow no Ku Klux Klan page telling the Ku Klux Klan how we can come together. I'm going to go to Ku Klux Klan pages. Why would I?
If you have the common sense and the communication skills to talk to somebody that has a difference of opinion, you two bounce ideas off each other, advice off each other. That's the difference than laying low in the motherfucking ghetto. That's the difference.
When you have that opinion, if you have that opinion,
nobody have to take no opinion.
If you have that type of dialogue with a blogger that's on this side, then that dialogue is with you and that blogger on this side. But why would you go and follow everybody thinking that they respect your opinion? Because they don't. Why would I go hang with some GDs? I'm not GD. thinking that they gonna just respect what I'm talking about. They don't work like that. Pick a side. Pick a side.
Pick a side.
Hey, you ain't gotta pick a side. You don't, unless you give a
And
fuck. If
again,
you give a fuck, you'll pick a side. If you give a
nobody's
fuck, you'll pick a side though.
Nobody's
You don't gotta
asking.
pick a side.
Right, but
But if you give
nobody's
a fuck,
asking
you
for
will.
nobody to take nobody's advice. That's
You
the
ain't gotta
problem
take no
with
advice.
listen.
All I'm saying is, what would be the point of you? Why would you continue to follow around R. Kelly supporters if you're not one? Why? That makes sense to you?
don't know.
Right. I'm not gonna go and follow around the Ku Klux Klan social media pages. I'm not. I'm not going to subscribe. I'm not going to jump in their chat and tell them, hey, you know what? We could come together. We should be doing. It's not worth my time.
Right, but that's you. That's you. You can only speak on you. That's all you can speak on. See, right now you giving advice. Then I'm pretty sure.
But I've been hearing a lot of R. Kelly supporters saying, why is people that's not for R. Kelly continuing to frequent their channels, continuing to try to, everybody don't want to engage with the other side.
Well, then they should just tell them that. I don't know what to say.
They done said that. Motherfuckers been saying that. People been saying that. People been saying that. People been saying that. R. Kelly locked up. And if you was team lock R. Kelly up, he locked up. So what is you here for now? What Oh, I'm here for the Chicago trial. And then what you gonna be here for? Because R. Kelly supporters gonna be here until he free. They gonna do the bid with him. So what is you here for? And if you don't feel that way, you gonna go on about your life. I'm still gonna be talking about free R. Kelly 10 years from now if he in that 10 years from now. You gonna go on about your life. So we don't feel the same way. We don't feel the same way. So if we don't feel the same way, why are you following me everywhere with your motherfucking opinion? That's harassment. That's what the fuck that is. Y'all want to talk about them Jane Does being harassed? R. Kelly supporters is being harassed by Jane Does that didn't have the fucking guts to go and press charges on their fucking accuser. Motherfuckers like that flat motherfucker that was just on the screen. Motherfuckers like Diva Divine. Motherfuckers like Blade, a whole bunch of victims that need to get the fucking help that they need. Then you can go out here and help somebody else. But you keep on victimizing yourself, then you want to victimize a motherfucker like me who you don't even fucking know. And I pray to God it happened to people that you love. I hope people drag the people you love, call them pedophiles like you call me, call them less than a man like you call me, and you don't even know me. That ain't no different than a white man calling me a nigga because I'm black. I calling me uneducated because I'm wearing blue jeans. You be on here talking about a motherfucker like you know a motherfucker. You don't know shit about me. And I don't know shit about you. I ain't even sitting on here telling you I know about you. I don't know shit about you. I know you running down the street looking for drama. I know what's at the end of that block because I done ran down that same street. And I'm letting you know that when I made it to the corner and got surrounded by beef, I stood up and took my lick on the chin. When you get to the corner, don't be talking about you a victim. Because you weren't a victim when I was just 45 bitches on the screen. You ain't been a victim when you following R. Kelly supporters around harassing them. And you know what side you on. You don't give a damn if R. Kelly die in jail, do 10, 20 years in jail. R. Kelly supporters do. And if you ain't got that type of energy, respect that they do. And respect their opinion when they tell you they don't want to be followed, bothered, and keep being harassed by you. Fuck is you talking about? They not in the public spotlight. They didn't sit down with Gayle King. They didn't sit down with motherfucking Oprah. Motherfuckers on their own YouTube page with their own motherfucking opinion. But you'll go live about a motherfucker you don't even know. Straight up. And the motherfucker ain't a celebrity or none of that shit. I'm just saying, real advice, stop looking for beef before you find that shit.
Oh shit. Shit. Look at, I'm gonna have to get me. I'm gonna have to switch to my newer shit or change this shit around in here. Cause look here. Hold on. God damn it. Okay. All right. Does anybody else want to cuss before I get started into the live? I don't know what the fuck is what's going on. But listen, real quick. I don't know what kind of time everybody's on, but I'm not on none of it. All right, not at all. So well, again, what everybody say on their live, everybody says on their live, right? It could be looked at as, y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. Make sure y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear me. Let me sign in. I'm not on the screen right now, but hopefully y'all can hear me. I don't, I guess if people conduct their lives, their however they run their lives and their life, I guess it'll be best because no one can really tell nobody what to do, right? Because we have agency over ourselves. At least you're supposed to, and no one can tell you what to do, what to say, this, that, and the third, right? You could say something, somebody can oppose you saying it, and then that's just what it will be. But no one can really tell you or supposed to tell you what the hell you can say, what you can't say, and who you could say it to, or whatever. Because I mean, what will happen is y'all can hear me? What's BS? What's BS now? What's BS true? What's BS? What is BS? What's good with it, Dr. Sultry? Dr. Sultry. What's good with it? What's BS true? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, like I was saying, right? You know, people, we all 18 plus, right? You can say what you want to say. If that's the case, I mean, everybody, if everything what you say could be looked at as advice on, what is it? No, is it something I said? Because you just got him. So it's something I said? And I just got back. So, people, either side give, if you want to look at it that way, give each other advice or whatever, Well, I mean, you can either accept it or reject it or ignore it. I mean, I don't know what to be, what the fuck is going on. it's almost close to Valentine's Day. It shouldn't be no goddamn nobody in a bad mood. Shit, I'm never in a bad mood. What the hell is going on? Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Yeah, it is a public platform, and commentary is meant to be commented on. So I'm, I mean, it is what it is. People, and here's the thing, right? There's no place on this earth that you can go where everybody is on the same accord. Everybody got the same idea, whatever. Because you work I'm pretty sure you work with Democrats and Republicans. They work together. Should they just quit? One side just quit because they have a difference of opinion? No. They smart enough and intellectual enough and intelligent enough to work together. But knowing they feel different, on when it comes to vote, if they vote, okay, if they can vote, some of them gonna wear a shirt with Republicans, some of them gonna wear a shirt by Democrats, and some of them gonna be, you ain't gonna have no shirt and gonna be independent. if that makes sense. And they gonna work and they ain't gonna try to kill each other. And that's in real life. That's just what it is. That is ain't no plainer than that. But I'm gonna keep on what the fuck I do. I'm gonna keep on what I say. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to say, what to do. I mean, that's virtually impossible. For what? So, I ain't on no side. I'm never gonna be on one. There ain't a lawyer that came out here yet that said that they are on the side. For what? And even if you wasn't a lawyer, you don't have to pick a side. You can give your opinion. Your opinion is just your opinion. Your opinion could be advice to some or advice to none. Either way, who gives a fuck? That is what I'm saying. I'm not going nowhere fucking with nobody. I just clicked the live button over here. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. But I'm still gonna do that part too, because I'm now, remember, I have been I'm delayed by how many months to do explain the appeals and the goddamn and the post conviction motions. I'm gonna get it done, and old Keller ain't even here to listen. He'll have to get it on the replay. I'm going to do that, but I'm also going to provide a little paperwork so I can back up what I was saying, right? But last night I listened to one of Levi's video, and I've always been a fan of Levi, but just having that personal conversation over there on his channel, whatever, about the case, him and Skylife and Miss Winbush, she was over there, and the people pop over there. We're having a good conversation with substance, and everybody felt a certain way, and different people on different sides, but we were able to talk and come up with solutions or whatever on whatever side. It is what it is, because when it's all said and done, if you got a brain and you smart enough to know, it ain't even about what you say, opinions, this, that, and the third, advice, what it is. It's about the law. And the law is what's holding them, and the law is going to set them free if that's the case. I'm not making this shit up. There's a system, a process that they go through. So, I mean, that is what it is. But I was listening to Levi's live, and he said that I said something incorrect when I said that we were talking about the lawyers not calling the parents to the stand. And that is correct. The law, I think he's trying to say that the outside influences is the one that prevented the lawyers from calling them to the stand. Well, that's his opinion. But technically, everybody at that counsel table, those are the people who make the choice of who they call into the stand or not. So I was correct in saying the lawyers are the ones that call people to the stand. So, but anyway, so I want to get up with this paperwork real quick. Let me see. I had it shared. Damn, I hope did it shut down? Because I had it on the screen. Shit. Yeah, it shut down. I got to go get it. Hold on, let me get it. Because you know I like to come with that paper. You know we like to come with that paperwork. Did I cancel? Okay. Because we're gonna show what the hell it is I'm checking big. I don't know what the hell I broke loose. All I know is keep me out of it. I ain't got nothing to do with it. You know, I find right here, I'm not on the screen right now, people have a real strange way of thinking. I don't know whether it's a narcissistic complex or godlike complex or whatever it is. But people have a hard time. They don't understand. If you talk about somebody, they're going to talk about your ass. That's how it is. If you don't want nobody to talk about your ass, then don't talk about them. That's how I look at it. And I also take my own advice. That's one thing I do. I take my own advice because it has proven to be pretty good. I'm just saying. That's how, if I want nobody talking about me, guess what? I ain't going to say a goddamn thing about them or nobody else. If not, I expect to get lit up. I ain't going to cry about it. That's just what it is. If you can't, you ain't about that life, then you ain't about it. I don't know what to say. Okay, restore. Where we at? Okay. So let me put this on the screen, honey. Because I want to make sure we understand that over here, we don't make up shit. We come with the paperwork. We don't make shit up. For what? When it's in black and white, we're going to get down to it. We're going to get down to the rest of it tonight. But then we at the end. So Team Kels, y'all stick around because y'all part coming up at the end. We're going to talk about those. And now listen, now Team Lock Hands Up, baby, y'all going to pass out when I get them all these options that they have. And when y'all hear the things that I name off that they can argue, ooh, shit, y'all might not. Y'all like me up real quick. Go on, like me up. Like me up. I'm trying to Team Kels. Listen, Team Kels and Team Lock Kels up. I got both of y'all. Go on, like me up. Go on, like me up. Go on, like me up. I'm trying to tell you. I got you. But I want to make sure that you see this paperwork. Okay. Now, this is from the July 15th, 2021 indictment, right? Okay. Is that the right one? Okay, I didn't pick up the right one. Sorry. That ain't the right one. Hold on. Yeah, because this is gonna be interesting. Can y'all see my shit? Hold on. I'm getting to some shit. Okay. It's this date I'm looking for. Yeah, that's the one I need right here. Right here. I'm going to check them likes. Nope. I'm going to need some more likes than that. I'm being like the rest of the people. I don't even ask for no money, nothing else. Giving them likes. I'm trying to tell you. It's about half and half tonight. Team Kales and Team Lock Kales up. I'm gonna need, let me see. Come on, like me up. Y'all have to like me up, baby. Like me up. Y'all spoil. That's what I get for never asking for nothing. But I'm gonna get to it. And where the paperwork at? Where is it? Okay. So now we're gonna read about the parents, right? Because that's what we were talking about. And tonight we could probably dispel some stuff, right? We're gonna dispel some things that we probably shouldn't hear no more about what did happen or what didn't happen in the courtroom. At least these two things that I go over. And then also we shouldn't hear how small of a chance R. Kelly got with getting one of these motions or getting one of these appeals to go through. We also shouldn't hear that. So Team Lock Kells up, you should be kind of, we should kind of not really nervous, but that 100% that he's gonna stay right where. And I'm not saying this is gonna go through, but when I go over the stuff that he could, he's entitled to, and some of the stuff that some of this stuff was raised during the trial, you're gonna be like, you're gonna look at shit a little different. You're gonna put that champagne away or put it to the side until we read what this lady say. And here's the thing: we read on Karen J. I got to it right before she put the paperwork in. Ain't that some shit? Unless you do it while I'm on this damn live. Yeah. So this should be good. This should be really, really good tonight, baby. All right. So, like I said, Levi, he was talking about, I was incorrect when I said that they decided not to call the parents to the stand, whatever, which I was correct. The attorney's the only one that could call them to the stand in the courtroom. I'm not talking about what, maybe happened, could have happened, whatever, behind the scenes away from the courtroom. I'm talking about in the moment, right there in the courtroom when the trial is going. The counsel is the only one that can call them up unless the judge wants to call them back or something for whatever reason. Other than that, that's how it goes. All right. So this is the judge talking. It says the next category of evidence. I don't think you all are too far apart on this either. This one either. This has to do with evidence about the victim's parents and the allegations that they may have participated in the scheme to extort the defendant. I don't understand that any of the parents are testifying. Is that correct? The prosecutor said that's correct. The judge says, so it's certainly appropriate if you with a good faith basis to question the witnesses, whether the witnesses participated in such a scheme. That's certainly appropriate, but sort of a general question about what their parents did is really not. I mean, there is no direct evidence. So again, direct evidence, right? Remember, okay? Direct evidence is something that links the whatever, like somebody getting on the stand and say, I saw the defendant do this, that, and the third. Direct evidence is something that links the evidence that links the crime to the defendant. That's the best way to look at it. Okay. So it says, so she says, I mean, there is no direct evidence. No direct evidence of it. So I don't know how the witness would know about it. Okay. So meaning the witness needs to know about it. We'll get to it. Hold on. We'll get to it. Okay. Unless the witness participated in it, then you can certainly cross-examine them about. But just a general question about what the parents were doing, in a case with allegations like this one, and the parents couldn't consent to the behavior that's alleged, so it really doesn't have any relevance. Okay? Has any relevance. All right? This is when we have an intelligent conversation. A lot of people ain't gonna be able to handle this. But I ain't write this. Take it up with the author. I ain't write this shit. So don't leave me shit. Don't come at me about shit, because I will light your motherfucking ass up. Don't come at me about shit. Take it up with the motherfuckers that did all this in this paperwork. This is called paperwork. This is what we go by. This is what everybody should go by. The fucking paperwork. If anything in this paperwork is incorrect on either side, they will correct it. They would have corrected it by now. I just pulled this off again today. Okay? I'm getting reading. So that's not going to be admissible. So that's not going to be admissible just generally about the parents. But if the allegation, which is what I understand it to be, is that the particular Jane Doe witnesses were part of this plan, you can certainly ask them about that. Like I say, I don't think you're that far apart on this, so I think I've got that right. The defense counsel, Your Honor, I would ask that we be defense counsel, judge, defense counsel, able to flesh that out. And because I do think the judge, I'm sorry, in what form would it take? So form meaning, how to put this? When you object to form in a courtroom, that means that they object to the way the question is being asked. So she has a question about the question. So she said, I'm sorry, in what form would it take? That's my question. They're not testifying. The defense says, well, in terms of offering a defense, Your Honor, depending upon the witness's testimony, what's elicited from the witness and what the witness says, it could be very relevant to the defense. And if, in fact, the defense should have available to them the possibility of calling one or either of the parents, if, in fact, there is information that's testified to that goes to the actual defense, I mean the parents. Meaning they were probably trying to craft some defense about there was a scheme. That's all in here. I'm not making that up. That it was some kind of scheme to extort Mr. Kelly, right? The judge says, I want to stop you. You're not objecting to them calling the parents, are you? The prosecutor says, I can't imagine what the parents could testify to that is relevant to Mr. Kelly's defense. So on principle, no. I'm not objecting, but I think they would need to make an offer as to how it is relevant to the charges. Make an offer means they need to explain how whatever the parents, whatever they're going to question the parents about is going to be relevant to the defense. That's what that means. Okay. And the judge says, well, I think they did make an offer that, and you'll correct me if I'm wrong, the offer is that this is all an orchestration by the Jane Does and their parents to frame. You notice they use the word frame, not set up. They use the word frame Mr. Kelly, and to get money out of him. Do I have that about right? And I hate that I'm reading it like that, because I'm reading it so I can emphasize each word, because each word is important. The defense says, yes, Judge. Defense Farinello says, that's what the motion argues, Your Honor. The judge says, well, I mean, the defense says, or that's what the motion yes, that was. The judge says, perhaps you'll get a witness that will come and admit that in court. I don't know, but if there is a witness to be had and can give relevant, again, that word relevant, I mean, it's like anything else. You'll make an offer of proof. I'll tell you what an offer means. I'm not precluding you from doing that. I'm precluding you from, I think it would have to be hearsay evidence, meaning that they're going to have to get someone, another witness, to kind of corroborate whatever the defense is going to assert about the parents, like they were in on this scheme to extort Mr. Kelly, right? That's what that means. All right, it says, like I say, I don't think you're that far apart. You'll be able to cross-examine the witnesses on this topic, so with obviously appropriate questions. Okay, so she's saying what I just said. We just have 2 left. All right, so that was all about the parents. But let me read on about this. This is going to speak about character witness. Okay, I was able to pre-read this a little bit, but this is going to talk about character witness. So this is going to answer the question of why you just didn't have all these different witnesses, 100 witnesses that you think you could just parade up on the stands, and there it was going to be admissible. Okay, I ain't write this. They did. It says we just have 2 left. Is the next one is the evidence of prior good conduct. I think part of this is going to be, I'm not 100% sure how the defense would propose this would come in. Obviously, if Mr. Kelly testifies, he can talk about his background and things like that. But to the extent that it is character evidence, it would have to come in, in that general way that character evidence comes in trial, at trial, which is it doesn't take the form of a particular act. Okay, meaning you can't say, okay, he gave $10,000 to breast cancer. Just that. It's just that someone is testifying about somebody's reputation in the relevant community for whatever trait. Remember trait? I kept telling you about trait, right? Anybody remember that? Trait. For whatever trait is at issue. And it's a little unclear to me what the acts are, what the good conduct is. Is it that he got awards or something in his music career? I don't know if that's even good conduct, but go ahead, it might be. Who is this? And who is that? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Kelly. Okay. I received a request from Mr. Leonard and Mr. Greenberg to withdraw as Mr. Kelly's counsel. I think the reason was that it is impossible for them to continue to represent him under the current circumstances, but there wasn't much of an explanation of what that is. Let me just first hear either from Mr. Mr. Greenberg or Mr. Leonard. Obviously, these motions are governed by our local rule 1.4. So whichever counsel wants to be heard, I'll hear from you. Sure, Your Honor. This is Mr. Greenberg, and I did review that rule. I did provide a copy of the motion yesterday morning to the facility where Mr. Kelly is currently being housed. So hopefully he had an opportunity to look at that. And I included in there some other materials. Chiefly what's happened here is that Mr. Leonard and I had been working on the case, reviewing discovery, drafting things, and so forth. And we would circulate materials, emails, ideas, and we wouldn't get any responses, but we continued to work on the case. It came down to the point where we were discussing witness assignments, and frankly, everyone wants to be, first chair. Everyone wants to do opening. Everyone wants to do closing, and that just can't be because there's only one of each. We also have some concerns with certain of the members of the defense have documented, it's probably documented some mental health issues where they can't deal with stress. We didn't want to give them the most important witnesses because based on that, what's publicly documented, they shut down in those situations. We had some concerns about. I'm just gonna stop for 1 second. I wonder if some of this might be better put in a motion to the court. Thank you, Judge. It's completely inappropriate. First of all, I don't know who's speaking. Sorry.
Anyway, that has something to do with something I'm not even going over. As I was going, I don't have time for all this crazy, weird ass behavior. Like I was saying. Okay, where was I? Yeah, I'm talking. Who's this?
This Key.
Oh yeah, what's up?
Yeah, somebody was trying to set you up. So like that. Somebody was
they ain't gonna set me up because I would run. Listen, honey. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. Oh, honey, they ain't gonna set me. They ain't gonna set me up because they can see that ain't me.
Yeah, they was trying to play like a court. It sounded like that was like a court proceeding, like, and yeah, everybody was saying cut that off. It sounded like it was something from court. So
yeah, ain't that crazy as hell?
These people,
you know what? Know what I should do? I should let them do the I should turn this live over and let them do the forensics on it. Then they can catch whoever recorded that.
Yup.
Yeah, that's what I think I'll do. I think I would do that. That's what I think I would do. I think I would do that. That's what I'll do. I just gonna turn it over to the people, and they can scrub this live and then find out who that was, because that's a violation.
Yes, it is.
That people crazy. That expired crack, honey, is child. Get over it. It's just YouTube, people. Get a life. It's just YouTube.
You will think.
Damn. God, it's serious right here. Girl, it don't make no goddamn sense. Like, are you fucking serious? Yeah. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. Because I got a direct line. I can get it up there to him. Yeah. Like, yeah, somebody recorded y'all shit. And here go the evidence right now. That's what I do. Nice, good job. That's exactly what I do. Matter of fact, I can do that tonight.
And besides, what was the point? Like, what was the point?
I guess I guess to show that I guess to try to. I mean, what I'm reading here is in black and white, and whatever that hearing is, that's on the transcript too. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Let's get back
I'm
to
talking about something totally different.
Yeah. Let's get back to the paperwork. This is what they don't talk about.
They be scared of paperwork, baby.
Yeah,
no, we're gonna talk about this paperwork.
Let's talk about the paperwork. paperwork that they
Yeah, we're gonna
don't
talk about this
need that.
goddamn paperwork. So Attorney Becker said, I can't hear Judge. And then Scholar said, well, Your Honor, if the allegation is that Mr. Kelly had the witnesses tied up or kidnapped or whatever the way the witnesses would phrase it, and there were acts that Mr. Kelly did that disprove that, we would be able to cross-examine the witness with respect to that information. I don't know if that would be perceived as a good act, but we want to be able to cross-examine the witness with respect to them. The judge, help me through
Wait,
this.
Angie, can we push pause for 1 second? Let's have some fun here with this paperwork. Let's have some fun here. I just want to ask the followers of your chat, who does that sound like when she says that? About this whole kidnapping and stuff. I wonder where they got that information from. I wonder where the Scholar get that information from. Who? I just wanted to put that in the chat. Let's do this, yo. Who do that sound like? Who that sound like, y'all? Come on, who that sound like? Well, Your Honor, the allegation is that Mr. Kelly had witnesses tied up or kidnapped. I heard those phrases on YouTube. I just want somebody to put in the chat where they heard those phrases from. We've been following this case for 3 years and conversating on YouTube. I wonder who. Angie, do you know? I'm just waiting for your fans to respond. Do you know where these phrases come from?
Kidnap and tied up, kidnap.
Yeah.
Is that drill?
Huh?
Is that drill?
Well, but
wait a minute. Van Allen?
No. I said, did anybody hear those phrases on certain YouTube channels?
Oh, YouTube channels.
Uh-huh.
Tied up or kidnapped. Oh, girl, I don't follow that well. I don't know.
I've heard it plenty of times, and I know who could have possibly given them that information. But continue.
Oh, okay. Well, it don't matter who it is, because when I'm gonna roll this, I'm gonna rip this, and I'm gonna roll it right onto the people. Unless somebody text me, don't roll it to the people. I'm gonna say, because there's somebody recorded y'all shit. Yeah, they need to come and bust some of these motherfucking YouTubers. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give it to Uncle Levi. That's what I do. Yeah, girl. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm giving it to Uncle Levi.
Yep.
You know he ready to put a motherfucker in the goddamn jail. Yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll that shit to Uncle Levi too. So whatever channels he using, I got to, I can get it rolled on up tonight. But yeah, that's exactly what the fuck I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna say, yeah, Uncle Levi, roll this put this in your shit and roll it on up to the people. They don't record y'all shit. They shit. Oh, okay. It says, okay. Court says, help me through this, because you can certainly cross-examine the witness about the details of things that they say, but what you couldn't do is say, but isn't it true? Or some other day he didn't tie this person up and kidnap them.
I should call them up.
Okay. See what I'm talking about? So she was trying to help. So she was saying, like, you can't say, okay, but they tied he tied your ass up another day at another time, which would be crazy. Now who the hell is this? Hold on.
Oh, somebody coming in.
Wait a minute. Is that the real Levi? Because listen.
Shit.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Listen, hold on. Let me get my shit together. Hold on. Wait a minute. Reason why, because the shit popped out. Hold on. That's the real Levi. Hold on. Listen, hold on. Let me get my shit together. Hold on. Wait a reason why, because the shit popped out. Hold on. Is that the real? Uncle Levi, what is really? You got the playback in the back. You got to turn me down
Hey,
in the back.
Levi, you gotta turn it off because you gotta play it in the background.
I got to turn my mic down.
Yeah, turn it down some.
Oh yeah, that's not me. That was something he probably got played.
Yeah, he on mute now.
Oh boy, your chat.
He done, Uncle Levi done already got the tape. Y'all ass is going to prison. Baby, y'all ass is going to prison. Hey, it's all right with me. See that? See that you play them goddamn games and see what happened with your ass. Y'all ass is going to prison now, baby. You know he gonna send you right on to. He's gonna, yes, he got the tape.
That's what he was doing. He was rewinding that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so Angie, okay, so read that part over again. So go back to what Scholar was saying, did the court. So boom, let's go. Back to the paperwork. Come on.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Uncle Levi, you done turn me down in the back. Let's see.
I think he did. He went on mute.
Yeah, let me see.
Okay,
you
so
got
back to the paperwork.
Hold on. What'd you say? I can hear you now. What'd you say? Turn me down in the back.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Am I still getting the echo? Is it okay?
Yeah, you see
Echo. Yeah.
You guys on YouTube still on? Hold on. What'd you say? I can hear you now. What'd you say? Turn me down in the back.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Am I still getting the echo? Is it okay?
Yeah. You guys on YouTube on that mic.
I'm gonna close it out.
Okay, yeah, now you sound okay. He gone. What happened? Honey, baby, y'all done fucked up tonight. Oh, shit. Baby, y'all done fucked up tonight. Y'all should have played them games on another night, baby. Wait a minute. Oh, they must. Oh, I don't know. I see you, Miss Joycelyn. I don't know. Yes, honey. You're Queen Diva. Girl. Now, ain't that some crazy shit? Now, who gonna sit there and play that recording? That you done record it from the damn hearing. Girl, let me get back this paperwork real quick.
They are so stupid. They are so stupid. Like, oh, I can't. Let's get back to the paperwork.
It says help me. It says help me through it because I mean, you can certainly cross-examine the witnesses about the details of things that they say, but what you can't. Hold on, let me see.
Okay, let me go.
Okay, hold on. Damn, why I can't keep on hitting this button. Hold on. Okay. Damn it. I got you, Uncle. Hold on. The hell is this? The hell? Okay.
Is that better?
That's better.
How you guys doing?
All right. What's going on?
Yeah, them motherfuckers going to prison. You motherfuckers going to prison.
That's better.
How you guys doing?
All right. What's going on? Oh, it's still up, Uncle Leo. What's going on with the background?
Hey, let me see. It's still going. Hey guys. Oh,
Levi, you gotta turn off whatever you have in that background. That's what's called.
Yeah, that's what it is. That background.
Yeah, I don't know if he's. It sounds like he's playing it on a TV or another device.
Right, baby. On it.
Where the paperwork go? I looked up and the paperwork gone.
Yeah, I didn't hit the damn. I still got it right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yes.
Yeah, let's get back to the paperwork. That's where everybody we want that paperwork. Yes, get the paperwork. That was shut.
That paperwork on that ass. So let me I'll have to put it up. So it says but what they couldn't do is say, but isn't it true on some other day he didn't tie the person up and kidnap them? So she was kind of guiding them. And scholar said, understood, Judge, yes.
Or you can't put it on the screen, or you, because I don't know if everybody in the chat want to see it.
Right, hold on.
I'm sorry.
I want to hear what Uncle Levi had to say about this sound. Uh, he don't call that recording on.
That's what he doing. That's what he do. He did that.
Girl, ain't that crazy? I was like, I know what I do. I know what I do. I get y'all asses. I get y'all asses to the hard way, baby. I get y'all asses. Okay, you want to play them games? All right, the games.
Levi heard his name. He was like, "Oh, I'll get that motherfucker."
That was good. That was good.
Okay, so
the court says, the judge says, I think that's frankly ridiculous, but as I don't understand that you're suggesting that, and our scholar says, no, we're not. So I'm gonna stop there because I just want to let y'all know I wasn't just making it up, how witnesses get in and stuff like that, character witness and things of that nature. I just read to you what the judge had the dialogue with both sides on both matters. Now we're gonna turn to the herpes issue.
Ah!
I'm reading this straight from the indictment, the superseding indictment, the last one that they had in the New York case, right?
Right.
What I'm trying to illustrate with this is I'm trying to get people to understand. You can understand it or not. You can accept it or not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just trying to give you the information or whatever. You can do it what you want to or nothing. But I just want to make sure that anybody that want the real actual deal and the understanding, y'all can understand this. I'm going to tell y'all what the elements are. This is what the crime. This is what he was charged with. Yep. This is what the prosecution need to prove, right?
Right.
And you will see that it has nothing to do with who gave who the herpes, who had it when they saw him, who didn't have it, who this whatever. It's not even a consequence. It shouldn't even be talked about because that's not. It has nothing to do with what the charge is. And I also told y'all last night what would have been a good defense to that. Would have been well if he did not. If the doctor didn't conclusively say that he had herpes, how could you have expected him to disclose his status if he wasn't sure that he had it, or if he didn't think he had it? That could have been a defense. I don't know if they did. I don't know. I don't remember Atmos or nobody reading that. I just made that up last night.
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't know. But we're gonna get to these herpes.
Herpes.
So, all right. So I'm just gonna cheat here. I'm gonna put in disease. It's gonna bring it to everywhere disease is on this document, right?
Well.
All right. You can see it because I ain't on the screen. You can see the document.
No, I can see the document. I also have it on my phone. So.
Okay. All right. When you look in, this is methods of means of the enterprise right here. It says committing, attempting, and aiding and abetting the commission of crimes and conspiring to commit crimes, including but not limited to engaging in sexual activities with girls under 18 years old, engaging in and facilitating sexual activity without disclosing a sexually transmitted disease. Without disclosing a sexually transmitted disease, Kelly had contracted producing child pornography, bribery, extortion, coercion, and blackmail. It didn't say him giving nobody the disease. It says disclosing a sexually transmitted disease. Let's go to another place where disease is on this paper. Right here. It says willful exposure of a communicable disease. Nothing about who gave it to who.
Nope.
It's about exposure. That's the crime. Let's go to disease somewhere else on the paper. Willful exposure of a communicable disease has nothing to do with who gave it to who.
And mind you, he settled a lawsuit in reference to that herpes in 2002.
Right.
That's in the
Here goes
transcripts as
again.
well. That's in the
Knowingly
transcripts as well.
exposure of an infectious venereal disease. Exposure, not who gave it to who. So who had it first? Who had it when they was 13? Who had it in Texas? Who had it in New York? Who had it in Florida? Don't even matter. Who had it first? Who had it from 10 people they done slept with? Not even an issue. That's not the crime. Deal with the crime. Another, knowing exposure of infectious venereal disease. Knowing exposure of infectious venereal disease. Knowing exposure of infectious venereal disease.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Knowing exposure of infectious venereal disease. Knowing exposure of infectious venereal disease. Knowing exposure of infectious venereal disease.
Now, if he didn't have it, what he said?
Knowing exposure of infectious venereal disease. They say not one time he gave to somebody, and that's when it starts over. Not one time. So that's in the paperwork. If you want me to, I'll give y'all the paperwork. Oh, there we go.
See, here it is. See, here it is. Angie,
Okay.
let me say this. Angie,
So, hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. Uncle Levi, what you got on in the background? Oh, there we go. See, here it is. Okay. Let me say this. So, hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. Uncle Levi, what you got on in the background? Oh, there we go. See, here it is. Okay. Let me say this. So, hold on for a minute. I don't know what you got on. What you got on in the background?
Levi, what do you have on your background? Levi. He put himself
The
up.
noise stopped, but I don't hear him.
Now it stopped.
Yeah, it stopped, but I don't hear him. So anybody got that? Everybody got that. So it's not who gave it to who. Who gave it to who ain't even a question. That's not even a crime. Got to deal with the element. I just went through all of them, and it said exposure. That's the crime.
This is true and actual facts.
Now, Team Kels, we're gonna get to y'all part. Finally, I'm gonna go over the post-conviction motion. The majority of the reasons that one can apply for one, as well as the appeal. Now, Team Lock Kels up. Motion. Y'all ain't gonna be too happy about this. One can apply for one. Uncle Levi, what you got going on in that background?
I give up.
Okay. Here are majority of the reasons someone can get a post-conviction motion, right? We're going to start off with ineffective assistance of counsel. You know what that is?
Let's start off with that.
We also have, like, if someone has DNA or something like that to prove that he's innocent. You got evidence of perjury.
Oh.
You got evidence of jury misconduct.
Ooh.
You got misconduct by prosecution.
Ooh.
You got if the laws were amended post verdict.
Right.
You have like they could bring. You have if they bring more evidence, for a motion, like for a new trial. They have new evidence for a motion for a new trial. They could raise additional issues that happened during the trial. They can raise constitutional issues. They can say, they can also say the prosecution didn't disclose exculpatory evidence. They can also raise double jeopardy.
Yeah.
They can also raise court-like jurisdiction.
Yeah.
They can put in for a new trial if it's in the interest of justice. They can also motion for a judgment of acquittal, and the court can set aside that verdict. All right, those are majority of the reasons you can get a post conviction motion, right?
Mm-hmm. I read that somewhere. I posted it in the Facebook group. Yep. Well, actually, somebody else did, but yeah, it's even on the Department of Justice website. They describe what those motions are. It's public
Right.
information, so I don't. Yeah, so just tell people who love to do research. You could also find what Angie's saying is on the Justice website.
Okay, here we go with appeals, right? So you have appeals, one for evidentiary rulings, right? So that means that evidence that could have been in or shouldn't have been in, that type of stuff, evidentiary rulings. You have insufficient evidence, right? Evidence that wasn't sufficient enough to support a verdict, meaning it shouldn't have went to the jury. That's just fancy way, meaning it shouldn't have ever gone to the jury. Jury instructions was incorrect. Jury misconduct. Jury bias during the selection. Ineffective of counsel, of course. Ineffective system of counsel, of course. You can do that. You have the prosecution was unethical or made errors. You have the judge made errors or abuse of discretion, abuse of power, or something.
That's right.
You got due process violations.
Oh, here we
And
go.
you just got plain errors that affect the defendant's rights that should be protected by the law. It's a legal right.
Mm.
And that's pretty much what you have for appeals. Now, with that being said, as far as I'm concerned, Ms. Bonjean can argue several of these.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not saying what would be if should be successful or this, that, and the third. Oh, you're Michael? Are you taking those? Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
Michael.
So she can argue several of these, right?
Somebody is asking, what are the due process violations?
Any violations to someone's due process, whether it be the double jeopardy, all the due process violations, rights to a speedy trial, all that type of stuff. Just anything that falls in the line of due process. I don't see a due process violation. Maybe she come up with one. I don't know. But
But I'm just going to say this, and let me just put this disclaimer that I am not a lawyer, but anybody like who gets convicted, anybody can file an appeal. Everybody files appeals across, whether it's federal or state. People will file appeals. That's just what they do. Ain't nothing going. I mean, that's just what I mean. That's it is right. They want to go for an appeal. He can do that. I believe that's going to get denied, but that's my opinion. In my opinion, it's not the law. Back to you, Angie.
right.
Okay.
And but like I said, there are certain especially on the post conviction motions. The reason why they are it's not like it's a better shot. I'm not saying one is a better shot. The post conviction motions are better shots than appeals. With the post conviction motions, they are very broad. So you get you get to argue a little bit more stuff. With the appeals, you get it's kind of streamlined, but you can tailor your argument to a certain thing, but you can make that broad as well. So
I'm
what's
sorry.
wrong, Chief? What's wrong? Girl, 'cause I can't concentrate with all that what you're doing. What is going on? What is wrong? Lord have mercy.
I'm sorry. Let me stop.
So yeah, y'all. So as you saw when in during the trial, right? So we already saw they raised issues with the jury instruction. They did that. They what else they said? Um they tried to raise the issue with jurisdiction, but I don't think they're going away with that. You could I don't know what they had. Well, they could say they definitely could say that. Oh, I forgot this one. The evidence was prejudice, right? All those uncharged acts. That was a lot of them. They can definitely say that could have prejudiced the jury. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
put that down.
Mm, mm.
Yeah, so that could have prejudiced the jury. That's a
Okay.
lot.
Well,
We don't know if there is. No, we don't know if there's a development of any type of evidence or whatever that they have. We don't know that. So you got to kind of put a star by that. We don't know if she done came up with something. She got some witnesses or whatever. And again, witnesses are evidence. Testimony is evidence. So we
visual
don't know if
depiction.
she has that.
Yeah. Look what Levi wrote in the chat.
Dollar for a terrorist. Right, right. You right. Because that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, Uncle Levi, when I tell you, listen, I hollered so much at the. If y'all get to see, Levi be snatching them videos down. I don't know what he be thinking. He said, I'm gonna leave him up a couple of days and snatch him down. That one, when he did, I think it was yesterday, when he done called that man Uncle Ben. Oh Lord, baby, I almost slid off. I was laughing so hard. Joseph told me, what you laughing about? I said, Uncle Levi done called that man Uncle Ben, honey like the rice. I kept backing, I kept replaying that. I was grinning so hard. That was so damn funny. He called that man Uncle Ben. He got a name for everybody. Baby, I holler. Y'all got to go listen to that. That shit was funny. Let me see what else they have. DNA out. Now I don't know what type of
He said,
issues that could have happened during the trial. I don't know. I don't know. But she could probably come up with something.
well, Angie,
But remember,
You and I wasn't at the trial, even though we read the transcripts. You was not at the trial, so we don't know what's going on. Whatever. But we keep
right.
going.
So but remember with the post conviction motions, right? They get argued in front of the trial court. They're going back to Judge Ann. So that's one thing you got to look at. Is she gonna overrule herself? Probably not. But hey, shit,
Exactly.
who knows? But now but you got a lot. See, but so you got a lot of stuff on both sides, whether it's post conviction motion and appeals, that they can argue. In my opinion, they can make a sufficient argument. All right. Why some now, like we was talking about last night, why some of those challenges didn't come, like, especially like I said, if there was no test that conclusively said that he had herpes, I would damn show. I mean, I'm just thinking about last night. That's how things sometimes happen. You don't think about it until the case is over and shit like that. But I would damn show thought about it. I mean, I think I would probably thought about it if I was on the case and said, okay, well, there's no record, there's no proof that says he had the herpes. And how's my client gonna think that let me disclose this to her if I don't think I have it? Because like I said, that rash or whatever could have come from a whole bunch of stuff. Could come from some bleach. Could have come from some material he allergic to. He didn't even know he's allergic to it. You know, all kinds of stuff. They could have, that kind of challenge, that kind of fight is what you put up. I'm not saying that they didn't do it or whatever. I just don't remember a whole bunch of challenges to the witnesses or whatever. I don't know. So
But we want just to give everybody a heads up, Jean has to turn in her post trial motion on February 17th. And then the government will have to respond, I think, shortly after that. Like there won't be no decisions made until like the middle of March, from probably March or April, because she will have to turn her motion in. Then the government has to respond. Then she will have to provide a rebuttal to what the government is saying. And then from there, that's when they make the decision. Just to give everybody a heads up.
right. So anyway, folks, that's pretty much what I want to go through. So now we know, okay, we know about even what the character witness has to be. So you can't say just because they didn't have 25 character witnesses that for somehow they were derelict in that particular job, because I've been saying with a character witness, one has to be relevant, and it got to testify to a particular trait, not just you know he gave some money one time, whatever. Got to be a long-standing, trait, for a few years. Got to be something that you got to say that person is just like, he's just that nice or whatever. That's his conduct. That's how his conduct has been for the longest. So that would tell the jury that it's probably not likely that he did this, that, and the third, based on his character trait. If he went to church and served as on the usher board and stuff like that for the length of time as you knowing him, stuff like that. Those are character traits. The stuff that he is prone to do. If you're saying that he's prone to do bad things, you need a character witness that's saying he's prone to do good things, which is a trait. So we shouldn't hear no more about the witnesses, and we definitely should not hear no more about who gave who herpes. Who gave who herpes don't even matter. I just read it.
That's right. It's in the paperwork.
I just read the law.
That's right.
Which they convicted him on.
Convicted.
So if I don't care when they had the herpes. They could have had the herpes at age of 2. that wasn't what it is. And if it was, and I mean, shit, hell, I mean, they could have easily pursued charges against them for not disclosing their status to him or whatever. All kind of shit could have got real messy and real crazy if he just wanted to battle that way.
Well, he did have the opportunity to take the stand in his defense.
Well, ain't nobody really gonna do that.
Oh, well,
but
I'm so, but he said he was fighting for his life. I'm just not understanding why he didn't take, the stand, that being that he was fighting for his life.
Ain't nobody gonna do that.
No,
not in this kind of case. I mean, like it's like you got like a one little charge or whatever. Yeah, but I mean, that's too much to answer.
Well,
he has to remember too much.
Okay, but he could have had more than 5 witnesses. He could have had more 5 witnesses. He only had 5 witnesses. 5 witnesses.
I know, but I just what you talking? I just kind of read off what the witnesses, how they would have to qualify to be a witness.
Oh, gotcha.
That's what the whole point of me was reading that, because it got to be one relevant, and if you're a character witness, you got to have, you got to be a character witness to a trait. I was trying to demonstrate
Oh,
that even the judge now, not me. I know I've been saying it because we already know the 3 R's over here, what you got to be. If anybody can remember that, what's the 3 R's that you got to be? What I told you that as far as evidence to be admissible, what does it have to be? Club Blue, you should know this. Somebody should know the 3 R's. Where we at? I'm waiting for y'all to type it. I'm gonna see if y'all remember. I know Karen and somebody, mom life. I know y'all know somebody.
I can't remember. I smoked too much.
Oh Lord, right? One is relevant, right? Oh Lord, one is relevant.
Relevant,
What's the other
reliable,
two?
something else. I was about to say,
Run. No, James Harris, you weren't even here. Reliable, thank you. Reliable and relatable. Thank you, Kayla. The 3 R's. Because I try to teach in subsets like that with the same, so people can remember it. So they can remember it. Somebody, I put a post up there, somebody talking about,
relevant,
and you
relatable,
use all the
reliable.
I's in the dictionary.
Relevant, relatable, and reliable.
Right, Valencia. Yes. Hey, Valencia Wilson. Yes, exactly. That's what it needs to be. So you got to have those things.
Yes, yes. I mean, I would think that he would have had all that, but what's it called? Relevant, relatable, and reliable. Evidence on his defense side, but he didn't want to testify, and he only had 5 witnesses. You know
Well,
what,
he
Ed?
had to,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I mean,
What you
I
saying
think
about?
I don't think he had an expert witness. I think wasn't all of them character witnesses or something like that. I think there was. Deny and all them people. Who was it? Deny and who was the people? Deny and
Julius Darrington, and who
Mr.
else?
Julius.
Uh,
Yeah, so that's what we had.
30 years, and you only could get 5 witnesses on that stand.
And then you have a lot of them that had like gaps in their relationship with them. Like, some knew them 20, 30 years ago. Some only knew them like within the last 5 years. Some only been back around since 2018 when these charges were, kind of saturated in between those periods. So, I mean, that was kind of hard. So you can't really pin that on the lawyers.
I
Um,
don't
the
understand.
only
No,
thing
I
that,
understand what you read. I'm just being
yeah,
silly.
the only thing that I'm never gonna bash a lawyer because you're not on the floor in that moment. You're not on that case. But
Right.
the only thing it's just maybe some of the challenges to I mean, if you couldn't do nothing to the physical evidence, right?
Mm-hmm.
What about the challenges to the people that giving circumstantial evidence? What about the challenges to those people?
Mm-hmm.
That would see, you got to, when you got all that evidence sitting over there on that side, whatever, you got to come up with a strategy to raise as much reasonable doubt as possible. You want
Okay.
that jury, to say, okay, here's, if you can get that person on the stand to build
AJ,
up some
something.
additional reasonable doubt on themselves, then
And,
you're doing good. If you,
and can I ask you something? Can you
uh-huh.
explain does the judge make a decision on who is not allowed to testify, especially if the lawyers presents to them who they're going to testify on their side? Something because
Yeah, yeah.
that's
If whatever that person has to say isn't that we just went over the 3 R's. If it's a character witness, it got to be testified with regards to a trait or whatever, then they're not going to allow it. You got
so
to be,
basically the witness has to be relevant, relatable, and reliable. It
yeah,
has to
because
be
witnesses
okay.
are also evidence. Regular witnesses are also evidence. A majority of a case is pretty much circumstantial evidence. Now, this case had a lot of direct evidence, all that type of stuff, but majority of every case is circumstantial evidence. Somebody getting on the stands or whatever. And I don't want to go into hearsay no more. I don't want to do that no more because that's that
Well,
right
yeah,
there
because
is a
people keep
whole
saying
ball game.
because
Hmm?
someone asked that in the chat and they were saying that the judge did not allow character witnesses, but that's not the case. As Angie was explaining, the witnesses that the defense had to present had to be relatable, reliable, and relevant. Correct?
Right, and I just read. I don't know if you was in here whoever said that at the start, or kind of when I was reading the paperwork. I just read straight from the exchange from the judge and both sides when they were talking about character witnesses, and I just read to you pretty much her, because it still got to follow the rules of evidence, right? Everything has to follow the rules of evidence. There's actually a rule of evidence. You have to follow that and to be admissible. So, and those are the things that's laid out in the rules of evidence. So you can't, you just can't, everybody just can't hop on them. Hell, if that was the case, he would have had everybody on the
Angie, is there
in the R. Kelly sector on there.
Angie, is there such thing as a clinical witness?
Who?
A clinical witness.
I don't think so. Who said that? Clinical witness. You mean a
Somebody,
witness who is his doctor or something, or expert? You trying to say expert witness?
no, the person in the chat says Dana said the judge didn't allow Robert's clinical witness to get on the stand, and that's why I asked you what is a clinical witness because I ain't never heard it. I ain't know it was a such thing
I don't know about no
called a
clinical witness.
clinical. I heard character witness, expert witness, and then witness within the court, the trial. But I ain't never heard of clinical witness. Just I just want to make sure we educate the people. That's all. I'm just doing my Christian duty and just making sure we just educate the people. That's all.
I don't know no clinical witness is. You talking about an expert?
I ain't the one who said it. I just read it. I don't.
I know that's what I'm asking. I don't know if you're talking about an expert. That's what Aunt Donna addressed her as. Well, maybe she's a medical doctor or something. Maybe it was some kind of medical witness. And also keep in mind that each jurisdiction in each state and whatever that we have with some things we have different languages. Like with Georgia, they have malice, murder, and shit like that. That's why I know what it was because it was only in Georgia. Yeah, so they have different language. I don't know about no clinical. I don't know if the expert spoke to. Oh, talking about that bondage stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah. Now I wonder what was they trying. Oh, they was trying to. Okay, I see. They was trying to get a counter for the rough sex or the maybe somebody the tying up and all of that was alleged. Maybe that's what they were trying to give a counter for that. That's why they probably trying to bring her on.
Mm,
But
mm.
well, like I said, and by this lady being a attorney that specializes in appeals, she has some stuff to argue. I think, and especially with that where I think the where Mr. Whatever what's his name, Mr. Canick or whoever. I think they did who did a pretty good job, kind of leaving a couple layups in there when they argued that jury instruction. So they argued that so she can go and say where it was brought up one time during the trial. She can argue that about those jury instructions, you know. And then what else? What else? Where's Keller and Anita? It was something else that they left. They put on the table down in the trial. Something else besides the jury, because they argued it during the trial. They tried to get a motion put through. Jury. Oh. Wait a minute. But I know definitely she gonna talk about those uncharged acts because you already got 6 charged. Then you got back 20 more uncharged. We already saw where somebody gave an opinion in the Weinstein case that they felt like that was excessive. And these were people at the appellate level. So we already saw, and I said it when I saw the men put in, I said, now they didn't have to put the men in there. That was an overkill. When I saw, I said, this is too much. Because that was only to show a pattern of somebody's, behavior, right? That's mostly what that is. Show a pattern of that person's behavior. Well, how much do you need to where it's considered a goddamn overkill? So were they a little too ambitious? I can say so. The prosecutor, I can say so because that was a little much. But and then they used let me see. I think the diagrams they used were probably would be pretty safe. They did add in a lot of names on the little octopus thing. I think that would be pretty okay. I don't think it'd probably be too much of a challenge to that. So to give more of the illusion that an enterprise was more grander and bigger than what it actually was. That I don't know if she would argue that illustration maybe could have prejudiced the jury or whatever. I don't know. It's a lot of things. It's not like I said, hold up on the champagne. It's a lot of stuff. And then after the direct appeal is over, they can file a habeas corpus motion, which also deals with constitutional rights violations. So it's so many. You got so many chances, and the more chances you have, hey, that can increase the probability that something will turn in your favor. Not saying that it will, but it increases the chance. That's all I'm saying.
I also I'll wait till I bring this up. Go ahead. I'm coming right back.
No, go ahead. I was done.
No. It's up because I want to know if you. I'm coming right back. I'm coming right back with it. Hold on.
Yeah, so this is going to be really. Let me check. Let me check my goddamn. Let me see, y'all. What Team Chaos? Now I gave y'all some extra tonight. Y'all better like me up. I'm gonna go check these likes too.
Oh, I know what I'm going to bring up. Yes, I definitely know what I'm going to bring up. Let's go back to the transcripts. Do you have the transcript of? Let me make sure I got this person right.
Oh wait a minute. Team. Baby. I need me. So y'all gotta like me up. Y'all gotta like me up.
What happened?
Y'all crazy.
What happened?
No, I get these little bitty likes. Got to beg for these likes. It's crazy. I'm out here begging like a $2 hoe. Yes, thank you. Lord have mercy. I gave you both sides. I gave you a little something.
Oh, okay, wait a minute. You want me to wait until you get those likes up? Because I wanted to bring up something.
What transcript? I gotta go search for a transcript.
No, I don't think you have to if you have it.
What is about?
When people stated that there's wasn't no videos, and I wish I mean I was trying to look to see it, but it is in the paperwork. If you could find out the
Oh,
transcript.
we went through that about 150 times with Keller up here.
Oh, okay,
I don't know.
that's
There was some
fine.
stipulations that was entered in. We don't know what that was. I mean, both sides agreed to it, so that was entered in. I don't know what it was, but it states in there that it was a video. Think of one of Jane Doe. Think when she was underage and when she was of age, right?
Yeah, but so it was videos in the New York trial. So we just making sure we clear on that. That's all I had wanted to know. So
Oh
it was
yeah, yeah.
okay. I thought so because they said it. They said that there wasn't no videos, and but there
I
were
think
videos.
I think the argument is that there wasn't the 100 devices and all these videos and this, that, and the third, as
Well,
was
I,
expected in the New York trial. Now, some people say,
actually, one of the Apple techs testified in the New York trial. I have the transcript in front of me. I wonder why this don't get read. Hmm.
what he said. He said it was a bunch of videos,
Well, what? He's an Apple tech, so
right?
yeah, he was just. I'm just skimming over it, so I'm not looking. That's why I was asking. Do you have this transcript? Um, basically, he just told him like how you can how the Apple text work, what is iMessage, and about iPads and now you testify that iMessages don't go through the phone carrier and are between Apple devices. That's correct. And when you look at the messages, is there anything that distinguishes an iMessage from a text message as far as the color of the message or anything like that? He was basically explaining those like technical specifications about Apples, but it was a short transcript. It was an Apple tech that was talking about like how text messages are seen when the first iPad was invented, all that sorts of stuff.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
Now with
That
the
part transcript.
what the Apple, they have their own ecosystem, and well, I ain't gonna get into all that, but yes, so you would need a Apple technician to come in and testify if you have some Apple devices that's you know that they have in evidence. It's because with their ecosystem,
Uh-huh.
they their products and services is supported by their Apple um, technology. So and until about 2019, they said that they will now, you know, they would start putting it in, using it in TVs and things like of that nature. But it was solely supported by the Apple technology itself.
Right,
I'm getting
right, right,
too
right,
much
right,
into that, but yeah, so it would,
right.
you are most likely, if there's some Apple products involved, you're most likely gonna see a Apple technician.
Mm-hmm.
Opposed to if you see like some regular computers involved, you're gonna see
Right,
like a computer technician. But when it's
right,
Apple, you're gonna see some Apple person.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, funny how that's not, read into some transcripts since people, they really abide by the fact about those transcripts and they was at the trial and all this other stuff. I'm just saying. Just saying, just
Yeah.
saying.
I think the argument was that they was expecting to see them in the New York trial, and I was too expecting to see because that's what I kept looking for them, and I was just noticing by the word, and I said, I don't know about all these tapes and stuff, and but not saying that it might not show up in the Chicago because the Chicago trial they've already stated what the videos they have. That's already an indictment. Not saying that no more won't show up because the warehouse is in Chicago. Not saying that some more charges may not come down the line. They will hold some stuff back or whatever, but they also, and they probably was smart enough to stop viewing it, because with that particular, um depending on, well, if it's minor, it won't have any any statute of limitation. But normally, other except for some crimes like some bank fraud and stuff like that, which is a 10-year statute of limitation, most of
Mhm.
it's 5 years from when the crime is founded, meaning when they discover it. That's why they could have they could have pursued a single charge from way back in the day if they found that charge, like, 5 years prior. You know what I'm saying? Within 5 years prior. But like if somebody, if they discover, so it's when, and it says that in the federal indictments
Mhm.
from when the time it was founded.
Mhm.
Some crimes like bank fraud and stuff dealing with banks and stuff like this, a 10-year statute of limitations, but most of it's 5 years when it comes to feds.
Got it.
Right, right. So they could have, yeah, they could have. Hey, sweet babe, they could have stopped watching them just to say, okay, if we continue to watch them, then we're gonna have to say, well, we discovered the crime in 2020, which we have up until, if there was a crime discovered on the tapes, maybe there was some abuse or something like that, and if they don't know how old the person is, they'll have to say, well, they, they could say like, okay, we only have them until 2025, but we start watching these tapes and we don't start back up till 2022, got into 2027. If there's some, crimes found, if there's crimes found in minors, that you don't know how old, they don't know how old the person is until they locate them. Then they also got to locate these people. You got to put that time in there as well, because although the feds bring charges on behalf of the United States, they still would love to have, a victim witness on the stand. But they don't need them, but they like to have them. Like the state usually won't go to trial without them. Mhm.
That's how they got them because they were underage minors. The truth was saying that's how they got them on statutes of limitations because they were underage minors.
Yeah. So
And and,
it's
and the thing is, the people keep forgetting that they were underage at that time. Aaliyah, underage at that time. Jane Doe number 5, underage at that time. Geronda, underage at that time. So of course they grown women now. It happened when they were minors. But y'all gonna see in the Chicago case, there's a lots of minors and lots of the devices. Lots and lots and lots of devices.
so pretty much, um I like to, I mean, now this is just me. If anybody like to waste time or whatever, and if you just want to run around saying the same old stuff that's very irrelevant and looking like a fool and not really getting no work done, then that's on you. But to keep on talking about who gave who herpes and some damn character witnesses and all of that stuff, kind of wasting your time. That's just me. Like I said, you got, if you saying that you support them or you against them or however it is, then you need to support them and don't let them just support you, because at this point he done supported more people that done supported him. If you look at it, I mean, you break it down. He hold
Mm-hmm.
he done gave these people a whole new life, identity, job, money, hell, every goddamn thing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you run around here, and again, if you know the ones that when my office, we used to call them social media sleuths, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where they run into these people from, but those people know exactly what to get us off of social media and know
Mm-hmm.
how to send it to us. If you're looking for something, you got to look for something that says he didn't do it or couldn't
That's
do it.
right.
Or you can help out by saying, like, if you look at, but you got to read the indictment, and if the indictment say that this, that, and the third happened or whatever, depending on how much information they give, you can help the attorneys by trying to prove that it didn't happen that way. That's another argument that could raise reasonable doubt. You could so it's other stuff. I like to think that we have a conversation that comes with solutions, no matter what side you're on, whatever, or at least give you some information or whatever, and you
It's
can do something with.
people can't. The whole thing is, if people want to believe he innocent, hey, that's on you. Believe he's guilty, that's on you. I don't know where you gotta go into people saying fuck you and all this other craziness that's been going on these past 3 years. So I mean, I don't have to argue with nobody anymore. I don't have to do it. I mean, okay, I'm looking at the chat.
No,
Um,
I ain't saying about. I was just talking about the 100 devices as just saying. I think that was the argument. The people ain't see what Team Kell's argument was. The people ain't see the 100 devices in New
the
York.
hundred
It ain't
devices is
mentioned
in
yet
Chicago.
in Chicago.
That's
Where's
in
the damn devices? Where's the
yeah,
damn devices?
it's in the state of Illinois, but they did have part of those devices in the New York trial. The devices were so degraded and it's so bad that they only showed the jurors once, and that's in the transcripts as well in the closing arguments.
Right, right. I know that, but I'm just saying it wasn't. They were expecting a overwhelming bunch of and maybe on my next live I'll get that part of the transcript out and read that. I'll try to locate all of the where the stipulations and things of that nature. I also will look for when they say preserve the record, when they're telling you that they're going to use they need you to preserve the record, which means they need for you to make sure that these transcripts and all this stuff is right. They need this stuff to be contained in this transcript, and if there's anything that was omitted or whatever, this, that, and the third, I told you they was gonna that the defense attorney. You can't tell me that they that damn stupid that if they're gonna leave something out of some transcripts that's helpful to them, they ain't gonna do that. One, because they need them on those post-conviction motions, and they need them at the appeals level. They need them transcripts. They need the official records. The lady over there in the clerk's office need it too. The judge need them. Everybody need them, and they need to be correct.
You got
And
people
if there
saying
was any changes or anything that need to be added or corrected, whatever, that they would have been the first ones. The defense team would do that, especially with something that's helpful to them. They'd have been the first ones to correct that. Or here's the thing, and this is how you're gonna test it. We're gonna test if what y'all heard in that court is it false or is it
mm,
accurate, or what you said it happened. When she
and,
filed that motion, hold
and,
on. When she filed that
uh,
motion, she's gonna say them transcripts was fucked up.
yeah, that's what I was about to
and
say. That's what I was
and
about
the
to say.
trial attorneys neglected to have it corrected, where they have the stuff that was supposed to be on there, all the stuff that some of y'all said y'all heard,
And
whatever,
that
that it
wasn't
didn't appear in the transcript
yeah,
or
exactly.
whatever. They're gonna
Exactly.
say she gonna mention that. Watch. Now if she don't mention it, I don't want to hear no more about it. I'm like,
That's what
I
I was
don't
about
hear
to ask.
nails.
People would say, because people say, oh, I was at the trial, and they did say that, but they didn't put it in the transcripts. And I was like, that don't sound right, because if she's going to do this appeal, wouldn't she need to look at those transcripts? I'm
Yeah,
just,
she need him. But listen, he
if
didn't know
there was
the
some that's supposed to quote
mechanic.
unquote help her, huh? I mean,
Mechanic didn't know that he wasn't filing those post conviction motions, which he needs to they need the transcripts for those too. He didn't know he was doing that until sometime February. So he would have filed to have those transcripts amended, corrected, child, almost right after the damn hearing. You know what I'm saying? After the trial. Because he need those to be correct. It's an order. See, all that dumb ghetto shit ain't gonna fly over here with me.
exactly.
Because that don't sound. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, only for so long though. But if I don't see nothing coming out with okay, because then nobody no, and then because you got some people that are still confused about the letters.
What letters?
Some people thinking that what the letters said was the truth, and all that confusion about them damn letters.
I'm not interested that he had time to do what 100 letters. That's what it was, 100 letters, y'all. That's
I
what.
don't know. I ain't
So,
all that stuff like that.
he
I
could
just do the
probably
legal
have.
part of when that's it. I just do the legal part. I don't know the case like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I just find it funny that this person, said he wrote these letters, and I'm like, you got time to write, but you couldn't get on the stand. That's kind of odd, and everybody just eating
No,
that
that
shit
man
up.
ain't. No, he wasn't finna get on that stand. Now you can't hold that because there ain't nobody in their right mind. Anybody get
But
on that
why
stand.
not? Why not? Why he couldn't get on the stand? Because they
No,
say he was.
Ain't
They
no,
said,
the lawyer in their right mind gonna
but
advise nobody to get on that stand, especially when you ain't got to.
Angie,
Uh-uh.
Angie, Angie, Angie,
Huh?
Angie. They said this man was fighting for his life. They said he was
Yeah, he
fighting.
know the staff that stand too. Ain't nobody crazy. Uh-uh. Uh-uh.
I bet you ain't
Child,
nobody
please. Them
gonna do
damn
that. That.
prosecutors probably been doing a goddamn Nah, he ain't that crazy to get on that damn stand. He ain't fighting that hard. I mean, he fighting this. Yeah, you better stay your ass in that seat. But so it's a lot of stuff that we're gonna be able to, as normal, dispel a lot of this craziness on these streets. I know a lot of people got to push this nonsense because
I mean,
of the
I just
lives, or they got to get
yeah.
a crowd, this and third. But I ain't with all that.
He could have got on the
I
stand
only
and
deal
said
with
that
the
they all
facts.
lying on him. That he could have got and said they all are lying on him. He could have went on the stand and said that. Why he couldn't go on the stand and say that they are all lying on him? Why he couldn't do that?
No, because he gonna be cross-examined. He ain't gonna do that, and he can't
But
take the fifth.
but
He can
but
take the
his
fifth. Hold on,
supporters.
wait a minute. He could take the fifth the entire time, but he can't, like with a regular witness. They can pick and choose what question they can take a fifth to. But as a defendant, you got to take a fifth to either every question or no question.
But they
You
said
ain't
he was
got no
fighting for
choice.
his life. No, they said he was fighting for his life. So even through a cross examining, he could have fought for his life then, right?
Mm,
Right, right or wrong.
Girl,
Right.
he ain't been going. He ain't been going there. There were too many years.
I
Yeah, and a lot of it, he'd have been, with a lot of I don't recall, or I don't, I mean, shit.
someone
You
said
could, and
I think
then
his
the
lawyer.
people that, then there was too much evidence connecting him to the people to say, well, I don't recall them, I don't remember you, or this, that, and the third, because for the most part, the people have established a relationship that existed for more than 10 days or 30 days or something like that. So it be kind of hard to say, I don't remember you.
Okay, so look what the chat says. So Dolores is saying, I think his lawyer told him to have them girls to write them letters to protect himself. So that's one. Then the truth said he could have at least taken a stand and said, Your Honor, I did not do none of these things.
Yeah, but that ain't all that he was gonna have to say. Cause he was gonna be cross-examined. That's what I'm saying. That man finna get up there and do none of that. No, he should have sat his ass right there in that chair. That's what he should have did. Right
look,
there.
look what DJ Midget wrote. I'm sorry. He remembered down the street from their uncle. Yeah, he remembered that.
Sure.
He said he
But
remembered JP Uncle house.
these people like to run around here. I just don't see why people like to. You ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna be able to put up a good fight running around here with the bad and incorrect information. You're just gonna be in your feelings. You're gonna get your
Yes,
feelings hurt.
exactly,
You're not
exactly.
gonna be able to. I'm just trying to. You're not gonna fight making up shit and telling lies and putting a remix on it. That ain't gonna work out. And I'm gonna say it again. And I keep saying it. I ain't saying it just because he popped in here. I've been saying this. I have no idea why y'all didn't pick somebody with some sense, people with senses to follow. You had Just Jazz, you had Miss Sharon, you had Levi. People that hell, practical
You
people.
right.
Somebody you can have a conversation with.
You right.
Somebody that's
Right.
somebody. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, hell, not a whole bunch of bullshit. Like, what is that about? I don't know. I'm just saying.
It's,
If
it's
you're
just
not going to,
I be watching in the bushes, and I just see how people talking about how they can give information to others that don't know nothing about the case, but only give you know a certain amount of information and then cut it and screw it to fit their narrative, like not
that's what they
vetting the
do.
information. Yes, they send all sorts of wrong information, but
I'll be there,
everybody,
Levi. I'll be there.
it's like this. If you want to tell someone to read the transcripts, send the whole transcripts. Don't send bits and pieces because we know that's what y'all doing. Let's keep it cute. We know that's what y'all doing. Like y'all really think
No,
that
every time. No, they talking about the stuff ain't in the transcript. I'm like, huh?
exactly.
And this is crazy. This what really when you start to have to look to the side. You mean to tell me she stopped typing for a bit and then start back at a certain point? Like, what is you
Exactly.
talking about? Then they got to. What is going on? And it's also recorded. It's also recorded.
And
I
hold on,
cannot.
let's also put this out there as well. Just because you were there, that don't mean shit. Who gives a fuck you was at the, who gives a fuck and who was sitting in the room or not? Who gives a fuck? Okay? We just know this. When Diva read no transcripts first, because we all knew that some people was lying. That's what everybody wants to. Oh, let's send the cash check for the transcript. I need the transcripts. We had motherfuckers
Mhm.
stressing. We had just stressing. You was working them fingers to the bone. Those legal pads in that overflow room. Try to write down every little thing that was said. Okay, just in case y'all, if they didn't, you was working your little finger on the bone. See, that's mind control. That's mind control. Nobody don't give a fuck if you was there or not. Nobody wasn't there. Like,
But now the people that was in that they did a pretty good job with writing stuff down. It's just
uh,
I mean some of them sometimes they didn't write from what the judge say, and see I needed that part because the judge she was going to sometimes she address the motions in the courtroom right then, but you don't see it come through in PACER until days later, even sometimes a month later. I need to know what she said then in that courtroom. That's what I was
uh,
trying to tell people. Get it from the top of the top. What she says at the top when she goes to address all the stuff, whatever. I need to know what she say then.
exactly.
I'm trying to figure it out. So I need that part, not
But
just when the people get on the
there's
stand.
people with common sense to like if they do their own research on the case or whatnot, that's on no. But you can blatantly see people on here that just follow what the person says instead of reading the stuff for themselves and gaining their own understanding of it. And then some refuse to read. So there's that. I mean, like I said, if you want to educate people, don't sit up there and send misinformation. That's what a lot of people are doing. And if y'all sitting up there talking about, big platforms, and you sitting up there talking about, victims that was in this case, you just see someone have to pay somebody $4 million for telling lies on somebody. So,
Damn. Well, see, it does you no good if you run around here with bad information. How no, you can't make up your own case and your own indictment and your own whatever and think you're gonna tell them
exactly.
who is you going to support because you're not who you supporting because you're not helping.
Not
And
at
that's what I'm
all.
saying. I'm be serious with my stuff, right? If you say that
Mhm.
you trying to help, whatever, then I'm thinking you taking it serious, and that's what you're trying to do. If you're trying to
Exactly.
just fuck around or whatever, then that's then you know, then fine. I mean, I entertain it, but I'm like, okay, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna take you
Also,
serious.
like when you see those actions of people doing stuff like that, it's not even worth
Oh, you
you know
don't have to, Uncle Levi. I don't run a cash app over here. You don't have to. I'm okay. You don't have to do that. I'm okay. I'm okay. You don't have to do that. I come over there. It's not a waste of my time, anything like that. I like coming over there.
and I gotta agree with what the truth said. She said, if I was innocent, I wouldn't have a problem saying
I
I
don't
had
need
done you.
no payment to come over there and have no a good conversation with somebody got some damn sense. I don't need none of that. I run over there.
Exactly.
Ooh. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Oh, no, 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 no. It's fine. It's one of your shows. It's fine. Those
No,
transcripts
no.
come
What you
from
saying?
us. No, I was reading the chat. Well, and this is the thing that we see for 3 years. It was feelings over facts.
Right.
That's what we were saying. Feelings over facts.
Right. And you definitely have to um
Because
let me
it's just I'm seeing people going so hard, and I'm just sitting here laughing. Like, go back to your real life. Like you try to assert yourself in something and thinking people thought they could break this case and they failed miserably. They show it all on the YouTube streets that they failed miserably, and then you got thinking the type of characters their whole movement had. Everybody want to talk about what's going about what victims was charged with crimes. The thing is, the people in their movement had some fucked up backgrounds, as
yeah.
we all discovered
Yeah,
these past
I
couple
mean,
years.
just to me, if I got good sense, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
go nowhere, and I'm gonna look at. I've got option A, is some kind of derelict. B is some kind of deplorable. C is some kind of damn dummy, and D is somebody with some sense. I'm not
exactly.
gonna pick A through C. I'm gonna pick D. I'm Big D, get my ass out of there. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm Big D. It don't make no sense.
I have never
Like,
seen a movement where there was a cluster fucks of people. It's just clusters of fuck shit going on. Just a subgroup within a bunch of fuckery within a movement. Never seen that a day in my life, and it's just terrible. I don't even know if the Ku Klux Klan go through shit like that the way we see R. Kelly supporters been going. My goodness, a big ass joke. Like how one group going to say there are no videos, but there's the other group saying there are videos, but that's not him on the videos. Like y'all can't even come to one common agreement. I don't understand. And then I have never seen a movement where there's police reports on each other for harassment. I mean, it's just so ungodly.
crazy, 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 crazy. That right there is hilarious to me. Now
It is
some of these people deserve to have a police report,
no,
but
no, no. I agree.
you got some people
I
like,
agree.
nah, and talk all that
Overage
rah rah.
And that's the problem. Overage groupies now. I'm 40 and they older than me. That's even more sadder. Child. Overage groupies. That's going to be the term in 2022. Hashtag overage groupies. I now don't nobody come looking for me. I'm just repeating what's in the chat. You already been down. I was called pathetic. I was called a bitch, motherless soul, put on pussy boys. I'll be all right. I'll be all right. That's
Well,
that's
honey, let me get up off here because I done kept these people 2.5. And I'm gonna get on up out of here, y'all.
uh,
So
gotta
hopefully
get.
Mr. Levi come on tonight and y'all please meet me over there. If I go in with some good conversation. Are you crazy?
Well, I don't. Y'all, I mean, I don't really, hop on YouTube. I do it for shits and giggles. Y'all see, I don't have
Mhm.
to be. I don't have to debate with anybody no more. He been found guilty, so I'm good. I'm like, you been found guilty before I argue with you for it. You say everything you want about me. I don't care. He's been guilty. R. Kelly's guilty.
Lord, honey, I be trying to get me some solutions on both, because you know the
Yeah.
reason why you see a case go, it seems like it almost seems as if the defense and the prosecution prepared the case, worked together, prepared the case together. That's because each side looked at the wins and losses, the strengths and opportunities, um, and weakness and shit on both sides.
Right.
So they know how they was gonna come with some evidence. The challenge is always the same. Like for instance, with a video, you're gonna challenge. You're gonna say it was manipulated, it was edited, and you can challenge the timestamps. You can challenge that. They already know that argument. So the other side is already prepared because they know you're gonna say that. With certain
Yep.
things that okay, like if you got somebody underage, like before the trial even started, I said that I could look for them to try to um age, who's ever the minors or whatever, who are the alleged minors. And that's exactly what he did on two of them. I think it was Geronda and the guy, whatever. Try to say that this happened at a later date, meaning that he was trying to make them of age at that time when they, what they allege happened. So just certain things, you know what I'm saying. So I'm looking at it. What's my win and loss on for the defense? What's my win and loss for prosecution? How can I win on both sides? How can I lose on both sides? Whatever. That's how every attorney look at it. You have to prepare it that way.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
have to prepare it that way.
Yeah.
So
So
I'm
with my.
never gonna pick a side. That don't make no sense. Even if I wasn't an attorney, I still wouldn't pick a side.
Mhm.
I don't care about that.
Exactly. And just to also make this clear, Bonjean or Bonjana, how you pronounce it, turns in her motion on February 17th. That does not mean R. Kelly will be coming out of jail on February 18th. The government has to respond to Bonjean's motion, and then, if necessary, she will provide a rebuttal. So we probably will not know about a decision, like I said, until either March or in the beginning of April. And then soon there will be sentencing. And I just can't wait for that. So I can laugh some more. I'm like, he gonna be in there for decades.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. All right, let me get up off here. 'Cause I'm about to starve.
All
I'm
right,
so
go ahead.
hungry.
All right, go ahead and eat. I'm about to get back, to do what I was doing, and just I said, I pray for you. I just can't wait for Illinois. That's what I'm waiting for. Illinois. I'm waiting for August 2022. Woo! Can't wait for that one.
It's supposed to
My,
be on August 20th.
huh?
When it's supposed to start? August.
Yeah, in August. I forgot the date, but it's that
Okay.
will be in August. And
Well,
remember,
that's
he
coming
got
around the corner.
Minnesota. It's Minnesota state or federal.
Minnesota is a state.
That thing is sat up there on that panel. Lord, I can't. I can't. I can't. Who is on the panel? It's Keep. Oh Jesus. They're definitely gonna come for me tonight.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Kelly
Oh yeah.
guilty.
Let me get up off here so I can get me something to eat. And see what is going on in these streets.
Oh, okay,
Well,
go
all
ahead.
right, y'all.
Better eat, y'all. Stay black.
All right, so let me close on out, folks. Let me
Okay.
see. Oh, hell, I ain't run the banner or nothing. Did I even run the banner, people?
You did.
Yeah.
You did it. It got messed up. I think that's when you
Oh,
couldn't run.
okay. I don't even know what happened, but I don't know what happened. So let me see. I'm going to close out with Club Blue.
All right, good night.
So, all right, good night. All right, thank y'all for coming on in. Club Blue. Thanks for y'all support. Make sure y'all do all these things. So we can do all of those things. And you know, Club Blue keep it lit, especially when I do this. And as always, they are this way. Again, they want you to what? Shout out to Club White for coming on through, holding it down for us. And with that being said, here we go. Hey, hey. Light me up, light me up, light me up, light me up. Hey, 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 hey. Thanks again to the host and the hostess and everybody else and the guests. I forgot about the guests. To the next live. Love y'all. Peace out. Be safe. Oh, you're welcome.